everyone. Welcome
to the Riff.
Riff with
Grace
and
Melissa.
every time we say it, it gets better every time.
Yep. It definitely had a week 6 vibe.
Yeah, that was a week 6 vibe. Guys, if you don't know, it's currently week 6.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday on week 6, and I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it, Melissa?
I do definitely have distinct Tuesday week 6 vibes. That is actually a perfect description for how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I just finished midterms, which I'm happy about.
Oh, yay.
So I'm like, I was excited for a second, and now I'm back to being tired and not looking forward to more assignments. You know what I mean? It was like fun for a second, right when it ended.
Yes, there's that like breath of air, and then it's really surprising to see how fast they can throw you back into the cycle. So
I know.
Love the
quarter system.
I know. That's just such an amazing. Yeah.
Have you had midterms?
I did just finish. I'm in that I'm still maybe in my little breath period just because my classes are easy. And that's like a relative thing. I'm not necessarily making them easy for myself by how little work I'm doing, but they should be easy. Right. So not too bad, but definitely I'm feeling it. It's the third quarter of the year. So
I know we're a little tired, but not for the Riff.
Yes. This is all the highlight of the week.
The Riff. 100%.
Watch this.
Speaking of the week, my week.
Yeah, I want to hear about it. Okay.
I was just recently on a pirate ship for a company sketch. Yeah, and I won't give too much away, so that way everybody on May 21st tunes in to watch Spring Sing, where that sketch will be showcased.
Definitely.
But basically, yeah, we drove to San Diego and we filmed a sketch on a pirate ship, and it was literally so much fun.
Where is there a pirate ship in San Diego?
There is literally this dock with multiple pirate ships that I think a lot of kids go on field trips to. But we rented it out for a few hours and we had the whole ship to ourselves.
Interesting. I feel like San Diego, I couldn't tell you what is there, but I'm always surprised when I find out new things because they have more than just old people. Did you engage in pirate activity? Can you tell us that? Did you engage in pirate activities on the ship?
I almost got scurvy, but didn't. So that was a close call. There was no walking the plank. I did swap the poop deck a couple times. And overall, I just vibed as a pirate. It was honestly being on a ship for a couple hours. That's just kind of like wood. And it's not even moving. I couldn't even imagine actually being a pirate because that is just so not clean.
Yeah.
It's so uncomfortable. It's fun for a day, but living on a pirate ship, I don't know about that one.
It definitely seems like one of those highest occupational hazards. It'd be on that list. You know, how crab fishing is at the top? I feel like pirate is just.
It is?
Yeah, it's very dangerous. So think about
crab fishing.
I know. It's something to do with the ice, the ocean, maybe the claws. I don't know. They really go. You get paid okay though. Yeah, I think the claws are what add to it. So.
Well, now I know a career path I won't be heading towards.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
If we weren't comfortable with the level of uncertainty we have to deal with now, we could have upgraded to even more.
We could have upgraded crab fishing. But yeah, that was my weekend, and it was fun. But good to be back on land, Got my land legs back under me. I was literally there for 2 hours. But anyways, did you do anything interesting this weekend or midterms?
Mostly midterms. I'm really excited to see your Spring Sing stuff. I've been your all your Instagram stories are so intriguing. But
I am so glad to hear you say that. I hope they're intriguing. My goal is to keep everything kind of vague and ominous always. So
it's a good tactic for engagement. I feel I'm just missing something and I keep coming back for more. So can't wait for when
I'm always just kind of slightly confused, but it still intrigues me.
The entertainment, right? That's all you need to do. So good job.
That's all you
Keep it
do.
up.
Thank you. Well,
Speaking of
entertaining and spring sing, our special guest today is involved in both of those categories.
super.
Let's give it up for the one and only James. Hello.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is James Cuff-Alvarado. I'm a first year at UCLA. I do comedy club.
Yes.
Even voices a cappella, which is in Spring Sing this year.
Yes.
In
Amazing.
Hooligan. Like, yes.
The bright future
Oh
of
my
the
gosh.
club right here, you guys. Just as bright as this.
Wait, so first, this is our legacy right here.
Oh
my God, wait, that's kind of sad. That makes me sad. But I like
It's okay,
wouldn't
we
be.
still
Oh
have
my
a-
gosh, it's okay. I'm a third year. I have another year.
Yes,
And I'm a
yes.
senior.
We need that.
We're running the
Literally.
gauntlet. Yeah.
And then and Melissa's got 2 more years under her. So
Exactly.
we're here
I'm making
today.
you stay with me.
Yes.
Happily.
So I'm dying to know what is your major?
I am currently a human bio and society major. So STEM, which
Interesting. The interdisciplinary.
Not what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, I'm trying to double major in Soch as well because there is a lot of overlap. Could totally change. We could just drop out. Who knows? Who knows, Grace?
Oh my gosh, things could get literally so crazy.
How did
Anything's
you
possible.
decide on that?
Anything's possible.
Anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you like a STEM person in high school?
So
Did my
about that. In high school.
I think I'm
Okay, you're with us. I think you cut out.
She's
am I
glitching
back?
a little.
Okay, just carry on with that.
There you are.
You can. Sorry.
No worries. No, it's fine. In high school, I kind of hated STEM because my math science teachers they were really hard, and like there were always kids who were like doing better than me. So I was like, I can't do STEM. But then like I was always fine at it, but I just always thought like, oh, they're better than me. Like I'm not good at this. But then my mom is a bio teacher, so she's really like going to STEM. And I was like, so I applied as a Soch major everywhere. And then I got into UCLA, obviously, yay. And then I was like, hey, there's this major where I get to take STEM classes like and humanities classes so I can like appease my mom and also take classes I like.
So oh my God, magic.
Yeah, so that's why we're here. That's why we're doing it.
So because I'm dying to know like your experiences so far, I'm dying to know kind of what you want to do with this like plethora of extracurriculars that you have plus your major. But first and foremost, you're home right now, right?
Yes, I am. Have been all year.
And you haven't visited once.
No.
Let's take a second. This man has never been to UCLA before. Not once.
Yeah, I watched the like
we're rubbing it in.
tours on YouTube to like feel something. The like day at UCLA vlogs, like on repeat, just like
that makes me so sad for you.
It's okay though, but it will like am I back?
You're back. Okay. Welcome back.
But the thing is, a lot of campus looks exactly like the pictures. Like I'm not even gonna lie.
It literally does. What you see online is pretty much what it is. And also, this like anticipation will just make it even juicier for next year.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know your living situation next year?
Not at all. I applied to be an RA to increase my chances of like getting on campus, and then I did the regular housing form, but like we don't know. We will not be hearing back until like late mid-May for RA at the earliest, and they've pushed that deadline back. So UCLA housing, hit me up.
Hey, you would be such a good RA.
You definitely have RA energy, and I mean that as a compliment. Like,
yeah,
there's 2 RA energies. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait, let's give them So that way he knows what to expect. Have a good RA story, Melissa, or any RA experiences with yours.
My RAs were very they were likable, but in a simple, like, I liked them, but we didn't know them that well. But I will say that my favorite thing they did was the end of our hallway had like, it was just the floor that smiles back, and it was like a bunch of goldfish, but they had every single type of goldfish. Like, I did not even know that there was some of those goldfish.
Oh, wait,
And, like,
wait. Pause. Sorry. James, if you don't know, as
yeah.
an RA, your job would be to make your floor a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
That
I just don't know what you've missed out on.
Okay, that's so true. Like, yeah.
I know. Did you have to submit
Melissa?
like theme ideas in the application?
They didn't really ask for like theme ideas. They asked for like, what COVID safe activities could you do? And I was like,
bored.
Yeah.
We're bored.
Yeah.
Melissa, what? So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Finish.
No, it was a good interruption. And so basically, I just admired the effort of like the corners of the internet or the grocery store they had to go to like identify every single one.
That's crazy. The commitment.
That's
what they're looking for. UCLA RAs. I think you got it. Fingers crossed.
Got it. What about you? My RAs. One of my RAs. Both. Okay. One of my RAs literally love him. He was fabulous. So great. I literally, like, a year after not living in my dorm, like, a common thing I did after a night out was hit up the Denny's. There's a Denny's like 2 minutes away from campus because she's 24 hours. So
yes.
we would go to Denny's at like 2 a.m. And like randomly one night out, I ran into my RA that I hadn't seen in like a year. And I was like, oh my God. And he was like, oh my God. And it was like a beautiful moment. The other RA, he was nice, but the other one just really made an impact on me. And I just remember this one time I was just like down really bad. I don't know if it was like boy issues or what was like causing me to have this like mental breakdown, but I was, and my RA knew, and he brought me, he had for whatever reason like a container filled with Hershey's Kisses and cookies, and he was like giving them out to everyone, but he saw me and how like unwell I was, and he just gave me the whole thing. He was like, you need that. He was like, you need this more than anybody else right now. So I was like, you're right.
That's so cute. I do want to acknowledge quickly, I did not know that there was a Denny's that close to campus. So you can still learn things even if you have been on campus. But
oh my gosh,
also,
we should go.
I love Denny's. Like you said, that was a beautiful moment. I think every moment in a Denny's is beautiful. So I'm trying to have some more.
That's Melissa.
So
literally
exciting.
But a grand slam off that menu is so fucking good. Anyways.
I can't believe I've been missing out. So thank you. And happy to show you to like the places I do know, James, next year. But we're giving you ideas right now. So
yes, James, we'll give you like a proper Westwood tour when you get here.
Yes. It's pretty cute.
Yes, 100%.
Pretty cute.
What are you looking forward to most in like coming to campus?
I think it's literally just the independence of just like I get to live my life and like I miss walking to class. Like I miss like leaving my house and like having a schedule that's not like roll over and then do homework and then roll back and go to TikTok. Like
yeah. Could not agree with you more. I have many tips for walking to class at UCLA because you'll need them. You'll most likely have classes in the morning. Melissa, I'm sure you have tips as well, so we can give them a quick little powwow. You're probably gonna have a few classes in the morning, and that's fine. The issue with that is in California, you're in NorCal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, weather's different in SoCal. Basically, she's really cold in the morning for no reason. She'll be like 55 and brisk, and you're like, I better bundle up on my way to class. And then you realize UCLA is only stairs and hills. So when you get to class, you will literally be sweating bullets, and it will somehow be magically 70 degrees out. Mm-hmm. So layers.
And you sit down next to someone and you try to breathe very quietly, and it is almost impossible.
Literally, because you're like panting. You're literally always panting when you get to class. It's a good workout, though. It's a good workout.
Get them calves.
The calves.
University of Calves, Legs, and Ass.
It comes really through though. It's
really
honestly
is.
That's an
so
acronym
true.
for UCLA?
Yes.
How did I not know that?
Now
I'm
you
changing my bio on Instagram. I'm changing it.
No, literally, do it now because it's an important acronym and it's true.
Yeah, it's a real, if you know, it's very accurate. But that's it kind of like, it's kind of like you're in LA, they'll give you a little extra hand getting up to the LA standard.
That's so real. I will say the Bay, like, love the Bay, but the pretty people be in UCLA. That's all I have to say. Like,
I will say we are really pretty.
If you couldn't, this
If
is
you
just a
couldn't
small
tell.
sample
If
size,
you-
but it's clearly representative of the general.
Like, yeah, we're a great representation of this crowd. So
exactly.
get ready.
I'm so excited. Though this is like an anti-hazing moment. This is like we're like the
This
opposite.
is,
of that.
this is literally an anti-hazing moment. We're like, get excited and be happy.
Yeah.
So going back to your major and now all your extracurriculars, can we once again just go through everything that you've joined so far?
Okay, so the first club I joined was Deviant Voices Acapella.
Woo!
Sing. That led me to the rabbit hole of comedy club, and I got into Shenanigans and did their improv with sidekicks. Come to our show on Friday. And then I did UCLA Survivor for like a hot sec, so that was weird. That was a trip. That was an acid trip.
My friend Michael
is
Palermo,
that?
I think, like, is really involved in that. He's always like, his name's Michael Palermo, and he's always like advertising it. But anyways,
Like the reality television show Survivor.
Yeah, it is. It's like, yeah, it it fucks with your head though. Like,
On like
hey,
social
what
media?
is it? Can you explain it
How
to
have
us?
I missed this?
it's literally like you play Survivor against other students, and they make you do challenges, and you vote each other off, and like all this stuff. And it's like,
Is
Is
there
it
a
fun?
Jeff Probst equivalent?
it really was. It's like fun until it's like you're up at 3 a.m. on a FaceTime call for 4 hours trying to figure out who to vote out. Like, it's fun until you are fully neurotic about the game.
Oh my god, that sounds really intense.
Yeah. And then your best friend who you went to preschool with organizes everyone to vote you out. It like,
Shut up, that happened.
it goes, yep.
Oh my
Yep.
god. Is it like they're on Instagram posting like updates? Is that how they're doing that kind of
They,
thing? Or
like,
is it just to make you suffer?
They have not really done anything with like the production end of like the show. So it's just sitting as recorded, just raw record.
It was just for your entertainment.
It really was. It really was.
That's fun.
Interesting.
So you have that.
And then my last one, I just joined staff at Hooligan. So
Oh my gosh.
We just
So-
had Jackie on who's doing stuff there.
Jackie.
She's
She was with
great.
us last week, yeah.
So it sounds like you're very theater oriented.
I am very theater adjacent. Um, yeah, I did theater from like 2nd grade until 7th grade, and then I stopped, and then I did cross country and track in high school only.
Oh.
Like jock. Oh, I went to an all boys Catholic school.
Oh.
That's an
Yeah,
experience.
and then I came to UCLA, and I was like, let's just dive deep into the theater kid energy, just as deep as you can go.
Love that. How was Catholic school with boys?
I mean, I went Catholic school like K through 12, so like that was like pretty normal to me.
Okay.
But like having a nun as a teacher who just like very aggressive. It's very like that's home to me. You know, that's
It does.
What a lovely home.
yeah.
It does seem like maybe a comedic breeding ground in some ways.
Oh,
Breeding, maybe not the best word choice there, but
it definitely, I do credit just how harsh the Catholics are for my humor, like 100%. All boys school was it's just, you know how you don't realize how like sexist it is until you leave, then you're like, wait a minute.
Wait,
Aw.
that's not how it works.
Oh, and like I feel like like you don't really like notice that like there aren't girls because like gender's a construct and all that stuff, but then like you're in a room and then everyone's just saying like fucked up stuff and you're like, oh. Whew.
Well, let me tell
Not
you,
to
you
figure.
get like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I gotta say, I do appreciate, so far I've really enjoyed your comedy, so thank you for processing in a way that's fun for other people.
Yes.
But I'm really excited to I'm so glad you're in the club. It's awesome. And so how did you decide on improv? Well, okay, we've seen your little theater, but how has improv been for you? What's your experience been?
Improv has literally been one of the most fun things I've done. I don't know why, but because that was the way I actually got to act beginning of this year. Yeah, I the president of Comedy Club, Jessica Block, I auditioned for her a cappella group and she was like, I love you. You should do
Aw.
Shenanigans. And she was like, oh, just know that the one department that you have to audition for is improv. All the rest you don't have to. And I was like, okay, I won't audition for it. That's scary. Da, 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 da. And then it was 3 a.m. the day of auditions. I was sitting in my bed. I'm just thinking, and I'm just why not? YOLO. And then I just turned in my little application and I showed up to auditions. And then I just winged it and had fun. And then I got a message that you got in Psychics Improv 2 days
Oh
later.
my God.
Aw.
I was really happy. That was definitely a peak moment.
It's the
That's
acapella.
awesome.
Yeah. Acapella to Shenanigans pipeline is underreported, but very interesting.
Very interesting. It's an intricate system, apparently,
We're finding
that we're figuring out.
some
So
investigative.
you do
podcasts.
acapella, you do improv and stand-up. So what's the story with stand-up? Because that's a little bit more avant than theater. A little more out there.
Yeah, so my parents are I don't know, they're just older. They were older when they had me. And so I've just gotten used to trying to be funny for their standards. And so I feel I found myself delivering mini stand-up sets as I've grown up at the dinner table, trying to tell a story in a way that I know I could get a response out of them. And so I feel when I came to UCLA, I was stand-up could be really fun. And then when I joined improv with Shenanigans, I was I'm a little shy. And so I got into improv for 2 quarters. And then I was okay, Maher brought me in for stand up. Love her.
Love
And
her.
you
She's
have
so
to.
great.
Yeah.
I was okay.
It's really interesting that you found stand-up more scary than improv. I gotta be honest, because I was exact opposite. I'm not even in improv yet, or not erase the
I
yet.
feel for me, it's that this is I hate essays. I hate essays, and I feel it really comes into this. Is because with stand up and essays, you theoretically have a lot of time to write it and think it out. So I put more pressure on it versus improv and taking a test. You prepare, but then you just go, and then it's you either bomb and you get a bad grade, or you just do great. But you only have that short little time span to actually perform. So I feel that to me is less stressful than knowing I have a thing on Friday and it's a week away and I have this whole time to think about doing.
I love the allegory. That's a perfect allegory, actually. Very
Thank you.
illustrative. So, okay, awesome. I'm so excited to
It's funny because we were just talking last week with Jackie about improv and her tips and suggestions and her experience. And because I funnily enough auditioned for Shenanigans Improv my freshman year, and I was the same boat. I was I've never done this before. I was not a theater kid. I didn't have any theater experience. I was but I know I want to do comedy, and I know improv is what you do if you want to do comedy. So I auditioned and I made it to the final round of auditions, and then I didn't make it any further. So that's fine.
I'm suing.
Yeah, you might have to in honor of me. But I'm now I do sketch comedy primarily, and for company. We'll get into that later. That's what I do. But I want to pick up improv, and I want to learn it and maybe go to a class this summer. And I get what you're saying about the you prepare, but then when it's go time, it's go time. And I kind of really like that.
Yeah.
It's nice that there's a whole range of things that you can do. Grace is really good at sketch. So it's yeah, but I'm excited for you to come do more stand up and see you do more of it. It's been great so far. So keep on coming. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about how spring your spring sing things are
Yes.
going. I want to
Yes.
hear all about it. It's like the inside.
So for the viewers at home, Spring Sing is UCLA's biggest national showcase. It showcases like the most talented people ever, but like literally at UCLA. It's all like art, dance, and music based pretty much. So all the talent, basically the talent or the performers, however you want to phrase them, they come and they all perform and they essentially are competing against each other because there are awards at the end, but that's not really like the point of it. The point is just to like showcase everyone, more so just to like kind of celebrate everyone's talent, which is like super awesome. And you are a part of that talent. So let's get into it.
So like Spring Sing was just like, wow. We like auditioned December, January-ish time. And we had like no idea we would be getting in because there's 18 a cappella groups on campus.
Really?
It's insane. There's literally 18. It's absurd.
I did not know there was that many.
There's so many of them.
It's interesting to know there's
It is
that many
very
people
popular.
to fill that many a cappella groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super, super popular. And so I think there were like 6 other a cappella groups that were like also trying to like get spots. And so we were very like, we've never done Spring Sing before.
Really?
Yeah, we've never done Spring Sing before, and like we've never like competed or anything. We're just kind of like a non-majors club, so like none of us are music majors or anything. And like obviously we worked super hard, and so we were really like when we got the email, like we were crying, like we got in. We were
Oh
just,
my
like,
god.
so happy. And then yeah, after that, I was super lucky in my club because like I basically was just like, let's think about ideas for like what our music video was gonna be because this year like, we made a music video. And so I basically got to like think of all like bring a bunch of like concepts and ideas like to our like leadership, and then they were really like, this is great, we love this. And then like I've now seen the final product of our video, which
Really?
tippity top secret. But like seeing all those like a lot of those like of my ideas like get translated into that was just super like I put that together, like I helped with that.
Oh, totally.
So
And
yeah.
it's so
cool.
rewarding.
It turned out so great. Y'all are gonna love it.
I'm so fucking excited to see it.
Me too, straight up. That's like the best feeling is like, wow, I actually made something that like other people are gonna like watch.
I
Wow.
know. I'm like literally, just so you know, like, because James, I mean, I'm sure you've kind of like gathered that it's like Spring Sing is like super competitive, but like,
Oh, I know the people who are up there. I know Sophia James, who's just on American Idol casually. I know.
yeah, like UCLA takes Spring Sing like so seriously. This was my 3rd time auditioning for company. I auditioned when I was a freshman, and I knew going in, I'm like, it's okay. They like never accept freshmen. It's fine. But like, I'm just gonna like get my name in the hat and like get my face out there, experience. That audition was literally, maybe I'll like that. It's a story. I'm gonna tell it. Are you interested to tell that story? Basically, I walk in, first of all, it was like a 3-step audition process to get into company.
Wow.
The first one was like a fat application with like their own like questions and answer, their own questions, their own whatever, and then you had to submit creative work and blah blah blah. So then I did all that and I made it to in-person auditions, and I was like, let's fucking go. We're on to step number 2. I go. There's the Student Alumni Association Center. The people that run it, their like center on campus is where their auditions were. And I just remember walking in, and it was so fucking intense. It was literally just like this ballroom, empty ballroom. The only thing in it was at the back of the ballroom was this huge like line of tables with like literally like 15 people in a row sitting, just like silent.
Are they like old
And
too?
What?
Are they like old alumni people too? Where like
no, it's literally just like everybody on like the Spring Sing committee. So they're usually just like a bunch of juniors and seniors.
Okay.
And the company captains. And I was just like this is not what I was expecting.
No.
I literally had to go up there and perform like a monologue, a parody song. They made me do improv. That was a fucking disaster. And then it was just, I tried, and I give my little freshman self. I mean, it was a freshman. It's kind of scary. There's a lot of.
Y'all are so intimidating. Like
I know, but we're not. We're so nice, so we love you.
no, not you, but like just like the upperclassmen, because I feel like everyone is so well put together, and like as you said, like everyone on just so talented in Spring Sing. Like
so talented.
It's
Best of the best.
But look where we are. Long story short, I pulled through. My sophomore year, I really was like, okay, like I need to get in. Like it's still like low chance because I'm still not a junior or senior. I get accepted, but I know sophomores have been accepted in the past.
Mhm.
And I made it all the way to the third round of auditions, but it was literally an hour of improv exercises. An hour.
Oh my god.
And it was just brutal.
Yeah.
I did not get that one, but we got it this time.
Yes, sir.
That's all that matters.
We're gradually seeing more of Grace's brushes with improv as the weeks go on, and it's like I don't want to.
Yeah,
you've actually done a lot. That's crazy. Did you have to do an hour this time and just were successful, or did they like axe that?
No, yeah, exactly. You want to know the gag is that literally now like improv is just completely taken out of the audition process because everybody was complaining because they were like, this is a scripted show.
Yeah.
Like some comedians are very talented and they just improv is not their thing.
Yeah.
So I think that message was relayed because then this audition process, there was no improv. It was more just like think on your feet writing exercises, which like more aligned with like what we would end up doing anyways. So
yeah.
Instead of like 2 seconds to hear what comes out of your mouth, you get like a minute to like.
Yeah, exactly. It would like give you an exercise and you would have like 5 minutes to like write something down. So it wasn't like improv. But yeah. And company has just been literally the best. I totally relate to you, James, with like this feeling of like you have like an idea in your head and then seeing it come to fruition is like so fucking cool, especially when it's like creative. It was like it's been so rewarding, like directing sketches, like not just writing them, but then like them getting selected and then getting selected to be in the show, and then I get to direct them with like a production crew. And I'm just like, you better work. So exciting. Anyways,
real girl boss moment there for a second.
A little CEO.
Proud of you.
Show May 21st, 8 p.m.
Exactly.
Where's your pink? That's the only thing that's missing. I was expecting like a pink like blazer.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure it's in your closet.
It's in the dry cleaners.
I got it. Awesome. That is so amazing. I'm so excited. Cannot wait to see. Speaking of like creative things, James, do you want to do like something? Do you see like a creative like for your whole kind of life? Do you want to do some kind of thing with a career? Or I mean, you're also first year, so no blame if you don't know, but
like,
actually all the blame. That's embarrassing.
No, good cop, bad cop vibes.
Yeah,
right?
a good cop, bad cop.
It's not on the DL, but like, girl, I was meant for the stage.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I've just gotten like so much like intrinsic reward from like doing creative things that I think like for me personally, I have a very big extroverted personality, and I just know that like sitting behind a desk, not for me. Like I need to just be out there talking to people, doing my thing. So I definitely would love to do that. I've been practicing my singing a lot on my own, just trying to improve.
Oh my god. So what is like the dream scenario career?
I mean, if Troye Sivan just comes down here, goes down on one knee and just asks for my hand, then I mean that's the dream.
Who doesn't want that to happen to them?
I mean, he's
probably
his
like,
eyes.
Oh my god, yeah.
I love singing. I also love like writing jokes and being funny, and I feel like I don't know, maybe I've been like more successful with like comedy, who knows. But I feel like just getting to be a performer in that could just be absolute happiest I could possibly be like type thing.
Would you want to be an actor, like an Emmy-winning writer, or like a musician, or like a musical, or what?
I feel like musician is very like, I'm very like, I just always like love music because it's been there for so long. And I haven't done like a lot of acting, but I want to like look at like a theater minor, like just take some theater classes just for like fun.
Totally.
Hmm.
I took one for shits and gigs with my friend. Well, he was my friend at the time, but we met at that class, and now we're like best friends. Shout out Max. He's not listening, but whatever. Fuck you,
can
Max.
change that. Send him that clip right there.
Yeah, I will. I'll send him that little snippet. But literally, when you get to campus, this is a class you have to take. It's called Fundamentals of Acting. It's like Theater 20, I think, and it's like so much fun. It's like 2 hours, and you just are in the dance rooms, like, and you could pretend like you're a theater major because it's at the School of Theater, and you just get like an acting teacher to teach you how to act.
I love that though, but
And
I love that.
So much fun. And usually like everyone in the class is like pretty charismatic and fun, and like who knows, maybe you'll meet a BFF there.
Yeah.
Like I did.
A bestie.
A bestie, I don't know.
That is a definitive feature of campuses. You can kind of identify the TFT people, and they're very cool. There's a bug. And
I know so many TFT kids in my year already.
Really? I'm sure
Literally
because
so
they like intertwine with all the things you're involved in, right?
Yeah.
intertwine.
Yeah, half of company, literally more than half of company is TFT.
And it
Oh,
makes
really?
sense.
Yeah, I'm like an outlier. Like literally, I think every single junior in company except for except for two, they're all acting majors at UCLA.
I didn't even know
And
that.
But you're right there next with them.
And I'm like, hey guys.
American lit out
How
here.
y'all doing?
I know. It's definitely like a little scary, but I'm like, it's really actually such a good learning experience because they definitely know what they're doing. So it's like nice that I can like watch them do their thing and then like maybe pick up a couple things. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I did not know that we even had an acting major. I feel like I often have trouble telling people I'm a poli-sci major, but I feel like it might have been harder to tell people you're an acting major. Then again, if you are an acting major, I'm sure you can handle it. So never mind. You can. Oh, I might go.
Yeah, just so you know a little bit more about us, James. My major is bullshit, but like she's cute. It's American literature and cultures.
Okay, you could have said business. You could have said
I
like
could have said, I honestly could say communications, but actually communications at UCLA is really hard. So if you want to,
People are really nice in that are comms majors.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a good experience.
you know what? No, my major, she's cute and spunky. She's not bullshit. I take that back. She's here to stay. She's a subdivision of English and she only has 2 prereqs, and that's why I'm taking her. So
Oh, love that. I mean,
Yeah.
you're a writer. Like
I'm a
look at that.
writer. I'm a writer. So
You're a former English
Exactly.
major too.
Emily
Right?
Dickinson too.
yes, I came into UCLA as an English major, but I secretly wanted to be a film student. And then I was like, I'm going to shoot for the stars and maybe I'll land on the moon. I didn't land anywhere except back here, but I applied to be a film major, and I was like, after I was admitted into UCLA, I tried to change into the TFT department. But I got waitlisted, which was like cool, but then I got rejected. So
You were close.
Wasn't
I was
meant.
so close.
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly.
The vibe. And I think American Lit sounds like really interesting. Like it has a good title.
It does. Whenever I say it, people are like, "Oh, that actually sounds really cool," and I'm like, "Hey, go figure."
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Pop off then. I don't know.
That's a way to get out of the, oh, are you going to teach question after you become an English person? So
Oh yeah, because that is like the typical like route, right? Is if you're an English major, you're probably going to be like a teacher.
yes.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Which is fine. Yeah. You'll
Yeah,
be in
it's
there with the
fine.
other acting majors. Just kidding.
Exactly.
No shade. Okay.
Alyssa!
The shade.
Oh!
Hey, there's lots of jobs. The industry is growing. Streaming services changing every
Streaming
day.
The
You can be
streaming
on
services are
Hulu.
booming.
Yeah. So, but I think it's bright for everyone. So
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to see. I'll cheer y'all on your whole lives.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Melissa. And
Thank you,
we will
Melissa.
do the same. Right, James?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Making some big promises on this Tuesday at 7 p.m. but
Yes.
when is a better time to?
When
No,
is
I'm
it?
serious though. That's cool. So exciting.
James, so even though your experience has been online, what have you thought of UCLA in general so far? Are we vibing or what?
I feel like I love the people. Like y'all, I feel like UCLA students just I was like very afraid of UCLA at first because I thought it was gonna be like Berkeley because I live like kind of close. Not at all. Like
No.
people help each other. People are nice. You know, close your laptop to try to delete all your papers. They don't. Yeah, horrible things come out of that school.
You're
And
kidding
so,
me. Who the fuck did that?
no, I've heard like all these stories about like kids buying all the books from like the library, so like you can't get a textbook and like yeah, like atrocious, horrible, cutthroat. And like all the Berkeley kids I've talked to are like, yeah, it's just like that. And they're like comfortable in it. And I'm like, nope.
My experience here has been like us being like, oh, we were supposed to buy books for this class. Oops.
Here's the PDF in the group me.
Yeah, literally. Z books will fucking save your life. Z library, whatever it's called.
All
Yeah,
the
like
tips
UCLA kids are just nicer. I feel like my classes have been like, what are we doing? Like
and tricks.
Yeah.
it's been like, yeah, especially just like in STEM, a lot of like leader classes where it's like you just wanna kick some kids out of STEM, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the class have been kind of like, because it's just like sucky prereqs that like lead to really fun like upper divs, but like you just have to get through them.
Oh yeah, totally. And it'll be more fun, I think, when you're in person.
Exactly.
You'll just have it's like more of a sense of camaraderie. You'll like meet more people that'll
Yeah.
take the same classes, and then you could do study sessions together. I honestly
cry
think
together.
like that one of the things I miss the most in terms of like being remotely scholastic in any way, shape, or form is like pretending like I'm doing something and like going to the library to like study. I
Yeah.
actually think it helps so much. I hate doing work in my apartment, like just stuck in the apartment doing work. I like a change of scenery, you know?
Yeah, that's like definitely the compartmentalizing. Like as you said, I think you said it on the recording, like you roll over to go to TikTok and then that's
Yeah.
James' joke. So I agree. It's definitely like we're spatial animals. We need to do the spacing again. I'm very
Totally.
ready for it. So I have a question that is very random. What do you guys think of the Bill and Melinda Gates divorce? Because I haven't had a chance to talk
Shut
to
the
anyone
fuck up.
about
They
this yet.
divorced?
I was just talking about it. I literally talk to my parents about this like every day, and I think it's hilarious.
Okay, okay. You think it's funny? Okay, let me
So,
hear. Yeah, they are divorced. Did you not know, Grace?
Yeah.
I saw a meme of Bill Gates on Tinder and I just thought it was a random fucking meme, but now I get the purpose of it.
You're undergoing like
The
5
dots.
like grief right now. Like
No, I literally am. How haven't they been together forever?
yeah.
27 years. I know.
My-
What's the dealio?
My dad's first response was she just really wanted that MacBook. She was
She literally just wanted an iPhone so
like,
bad.
she's like, fuck you, dude. I can't do
She's
this.
like, I can't deal with this Samsung bullshit Microsoft ass software anymore.
The Apple stylus was the real straw that broke the camel's back. I need that.
She's gonna end up with what's his face? Who's like the something Cook guy? Who's like the Apple tech?
Tim Cook.
She's gonna end up with Tim Cook.
Yeah.
I think it's Tim Cook.
Yeah. For a second, I thought it was Tim. I was like, Tim, you said Apple, and my brain just triggered from like when Trump called him Tim Apple. So flashback, traumatic flashback for a second.
That's shocking.
I know. So the thing that I saw, there's things go down on Twitter, and I read an entire thread today, like a 50 tweet thread about like it being a divorce to study like global markets and like being like a strategic like thing as obviously as a tangent from his plan to microchip everyone with the vaccine. It's like
Of course.
that same
That one's
kind of,
classic.
this is like phase 2 of that plan. And like I said, 50 tweets worth of material. So it's already been, people's minds are working. So
He tweeted 50 tweets about it.
not Bill, but yes, this person particular, just to clarify.
Got it. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know he was so vocal on Twitter.
I know he's got that mysterious. Now he's got. I'm very interested to see if he dates anyone. I want to know what he like the Bill Gates game. What he's got.
What are his moves?
I mean, like, I feel like he'd make like, you know, the stupid saying where it's like, if Bill Gates stopped what he was doing, like pick up $1, he would like lose like $1,000, something like that. Like he would pull one of those like pickup lines, like, I'd stop what I'm doing to pick up $1 for you. Like,
oh my God, literally. I feel like he honestly wouldn't have to do much. Do you think he'll go on that famous people dating app Raya?
Definitely.
Those are so funny.
Probably
I
pens.
know.
You get like a couple, like thousands of Instagram followers, and then they'll like let you in. Like,
I low-key would love to be let in. I'm not gonna lie.
Me
you
too.
gotta know someone. You gotta know someone to let you in is the tea. Like,
Yeah, you need like 3 recommendations. Also, kind of off topic, but not really. This one, like, I think she's like a model or something. It was on Raya, and she matched with Ben Affleck. And then, did you hear about this? And she didn't think it was him. So then she unmatched with him, and then he DM'd her a video of him on Instagram saying, like, Naomi, why did you unmatch with me? Like a video of him saying that to her.
okay. Speaking of Ben Affleck, though, this is like a weird flex. My friend wants to be a vet, and so she was like working at a clinic in Westwood to like get, I don't know, like you have to get hours to like be a vet,
Right.
and she just randomly finds out that this is like a famous vet, and like she has been working with like Ben Affleck's dog.
Shut up.
The guy from Grey's Anatomy, like I don't know that like some like character from Grey's Anatomy has like hung out with her.
The drama, like the intensity and the scariness I would feel, like that's so much pressure to like what if something goes wrong and you kill Ben Affleck's dog?
Dude,
I just
no.
want to know what kind of dog Ben Affleck has, because it's gonna have to be something interesting to match his energy and keep up with that. So
honestly, he looks always kind of musty in those like paparazzi photos. I bet you has some like crusty chihuahua.
Yeah.
Feel like you would. Wow.
I'm surprised we haven't seen it on his Dunkin' walks. You'd think that would like he'd economize and like, I don't know. I'll have to Google. I'm sure there's a picture of his dog out there.
Yeah, wait, should we try to find it right now? I'm gonna look it up. Ben Affleck's dog.
I'm also so intrigued by the concept of a famous vet. Like, how do you earn that street cred necessary?
Like, I think it was more of like,
I was wrong. I'm sorry. Continue.
no, say it. What dog is it?
It's a German Shepherd.
So you were like real opposite.
We said opposite end of the spectrum. But anyways, continue.
I think he just like, for whatever reason, has been a vet for like a long enough time and working in LA, and he's like accrued enough like celebrity like clients that like they keep like recommending him to other like celebrities. So like the whole like Housewives of Beverly Hills cast, like he was, like it is a weird process of becoming a famous vet, but
I appreciate that you gave me like the legit answer, because now this seems like something like very what's the word, very profitable. So suddenly I'm like, interesting. Good to know there's a process.
Vet.
There's steps.
That sounds cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little career change.
Okay. Come on down to STEM.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we have about 10 minutes left of the show.
We're in the final
stretch.
So,
Melissa, do you think we should do some of our fun questions?
I think we should. We have repeated interrogation things where we're really hitting like who you are psychologically in just a few short words. So prepare yourself.
We hope we'll just ask them and hope for the best. First and foremost, I'll start with the classic, Will Ferrell or Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey.
Really?
Wow.
Jim Carrey. Yes, definitely Jim Carrey. Now that I think about it, 110% Jim Carrey.
Okay. Before anybody panics, let's hear why.
Will Ferrell looks weird. There's nothing attractive about that man.
Okay, I will have to say, Jim Carrey is definitely hotter than Will Ferrell, but that's not what we're assessing right now.
Oh, I thought that's what we were assessing.
No, I think it's fair if that's what you base it on. I think that's very.
Well, I thought when you, because okay, whenever everyone puts two men in front of my face and says pick one, I'm gonna go for
The
No,
looks.
very
Okay, that
valid.
was super valid. Honestly, I can't believe Melissa and I never thought to like clarify that. I think it's because we think they're like old men. We're like, they're not gonna think.
No, I thought it was like a weird, like, who's hotter? And I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. But like, I don't know, you said quirky questions, so I guess.
So we were more thinking like their comedic style and like your opinion of them as like actors, but like.
Oh, okay. So going on that, I do see Will Ferrell definitely 100% because I feel like he has more like versatility.
Honestly, yeah.
I changed my vote. I understand now. I changed my vote.
Honestly, though, altogether, I agree with both of your votes. Jim Carrey's hotter, but better. Ferrell's like better.
And I also respect that you pick for like an attractive level. Jim Carrey has demonstrated like his facial flexibility and stuff, so I could see how that would come in handy from that standpoint. So that's very valid. We're justifying both opinions here. So.
I will say, I went to a Conan show recording last year and Jim Carrey was the guest. I know, it was like such an awesome fucking thing. It was so sick. I never thought of him as like attractive. I just saw him as like a comedy guy. Okay, in person, he was like really hot. And he's literally like what, in his 50s, 60s? And I was like, why are you like kind of like really like
Grace is having a moment.
I was like,
you had a moment with him.
I had.
Oh, he's 59. Okay.
He's 59.
59.
Wow. I guess money really does. I don't know what else, because he really does move his face around a lot. You kind of think he'd be like
wrinkly.
Yeah. I guess it is. Interesting.
Wow.
But okay, so do you have an explanation for why you think Will Ferrell from like a comedic or yeah.
I feel like I think I've just seen him in like Elf. Everyone loves Elf, and like that kind of like I also very much commiserate with his like overly loud, and I feel like when Will Ferrell plays a character, it doesn't feel like a caricature, but I feel like Jim Carrey, it always feels like a caricature. Like it always feels like
that's so true.
Yeah.
Very insightful.
Yeah, I never even realized that, but I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that we're like setting like a very specific, like we ask a question, it's like you can pick either, and then it's like, no, there's a right answer after.
We're always like, it's a free choice, and then we're like, but why is your answer wrong?
I can get behind that. I love that. I love energy.
You handled it well. Okay, that was our first question. As you can tell, they're very intense. Okay, there's a second one. I don't know how to phrase it best because we've kind of done some variations of it, but actually, Grace, you are the professional on this. How should we phrase this one?
Is this the fictional book one?
It does have, yes, that's an accurate marker for it.
I think just ask him straight up which one he identifies with the most, and then ask him which one he actually tests and then gets, like when he takes the exam.
Okay, now
it's so vague and ominous. Like, what are we gonna ask you?
I like the tests. Okay, which Harry Potter house do you identify with strongly?
Yep.
Okay, I have gone through multiple life changes where my house has changed. This is a very good question.
Yes, that's what we wanted here.
As of now, I am a Ravenclaw. And like that. Some people say I'm Gryffindor, but I push that to the side. I love Hufflepuff, but I'm Ravenclaw. I'm Ravenclaw sun and Hufflepuff moon.
Wait, the way that's like, I love that. Wait, the crossover of the century, astrology and Harry Potter house.
Yeah. In the past, I've been like, Harry Potter houses are great because you don't have to memorize nearly as much as you have to with astrology. But if you're already there, the combination is
great.
Yeah.
Wow. Melissa and I always bring up ours. We'll just give a brief. I like to say I'm divergent because I'm not like other people. Not just other girls, just other people. I'm so different. But like Yeah, in the
Not
town.
sorry. Okay. Now that I interrupted Grace 7 times, I'm gonna say it just because it helps. You don't cross into the pick me border though. If I wasn't complimenting you, I wouldn't have kept interrupting you, but I think you should clarify that.
Thank you. I like to say this like with my whole chest. I'm not trying to be pick me. It's just the fact that when I take the exams, like they literally break down the percentages and it's like a even spread. So, but I will say growing up, I was definitely overwhelmingly a Hufflepuff. And then I got to college and then I started being a Slytherin and I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But I got to college and everyone was like, you're like a Ravenclaw or a Slytherin, right? And I was like, whoa, I've identified as a Hufflepuff this whole time.
Hufflepuff, though, because you're just like friendly and nice and funny and like easygoing. Like,
thank you. Okay, so today we can Melissa, what is your breakdown really quick?
I forgot. I think it's mainly Ravenclaw. I just retook it. It's mainly Ravenclaw and a little bit of Gryffindor. Yeah. I don't have very much Hufflepuff because I'm a bitch, apparently. So,
no.
I don't know. I always get, that's always my lowest one. If they'll like split it up, like I don't know. I think about it. I don't want to know what that says about me. So
Hufflepuff is now my lowest one, and it was just crazy because it was my highest. I'm like, I guess I turned into a raging fucking bitch in college. I think I'm gonna say more like CEO vibes.
Callback.
A little callback.
Gatekeep, gaslight girl.
Gatekeep, gaslight girl boss. You know the vibes.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
That's great. We're marketing ourselves here. This is great branding.
It really is.
Awesome. I'm so excited to hear about that. I don't know why I've said I'm so excited. I'm just having a really exciting night.
Literally, this is literally the most excited Melissa's ever been in her entire life.
Melissa.
I know. I love I feel like you're Grace's like favorite guest now too, because you've been that was a solid compliment about her house breakdown. I'm totally putting words in her mouth. But I'm having a good time.
This has been so much fun. We're all vibing guys, we're all vibing so hard, right?
Yes.
Yes. Well, we have like 2 minutes left. Any last words, any goodbyes, any shout outs you want to give?
Promo the improv show.
Yes, promote that.
Okay, on Friday at 7 p.m. please come on down to your local Zoom and watch Sidekicks and Identity Crisis Improv. I will be on Sidekicks, so look out for me there, but also come support Identity Crisis, both improv teams from Shenanigans and like Comedy Club, UCLA Comedy Club, Flex. We'll be performing, so like don't be shy.
Yes. And where can they find the Zoom link? Is it on like the Shenanigans Instagram?
Yeah, so it's on the Shenanigans Instagram. You can also see some like pretty cute photos of me and our promotion. I also might be on the Instagram doing a little marketing thing at some point.
Yeah.
So like come hit us up.
If we have since we have a second, I really don't understand how do they split up how do they split up the improv teams? Like I don't get it.
Yeah,
I just want to know.
Just, purely 2 teams. Like there just always have been, and they just pick like their own people. So when you audition, you audition for, it's like you apply to all the UCs, but then the UCs like pick which ones they want, and they do fight over you. So it's like that basically for the 2 improv teams. So this year we kind of like practiced together a little bit. But normally like we've stopped doing that, more focused on our own teams. Normally we're just like 2 separate teams and we like do shows together, but otherwise we're just like doing our own thing.
Well, fun.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's for Melissa.
Thank you. Yeah. At the end.
James, thank you so much for being on the show with us. This has been literally so much fun. This will be live on UCLA Radio at 9 p.m. on Sunday, and then it will be up on YouTube. You guys are already watching it if you're watching it, so hi. But yeah.
And one more thing, I do want to say, James, as a first year, I genuinely really loved all the stuff that you've done so far, and I'm so excited to see what you do in the future, and thank you for being here and being you and stuff.
Thank you so much, Melissa. You guys are the best.
Yes, we love you so much, and we can't wait for you to actually experience UCLA next year.
Girl, manifesting, knock on wood.
Manifesting it. Okay, everyone. Well, we'll say goodbye on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Bye.